What's the time? It's morning. Oh, no. Oh, well, we had our carol event here last night, and I think I must have fallen asleep while we were here. But everyone's gone. And guess what, guys? You've missed it. Oh, I just need to have a quick drink. That's better. So, yeah, you've gone and missed it, I'm afraid. Bad news. Well, I hope you can make some of our Christmas services this year because some great stuff going on. But in the meantime, let me tell you about what happened last night. It was brilliant, and we had a great time. And even though I'm rather tired, I think I'm about ready for the Christmas services. But you're still here, which is great. Now, those of you who are fans of reality TV will know that this year's series of I'm a Celebrity, Just Get Me Out of Here has just finished. Now, this show raises some quite considerable questions, not least whether any of these so-called celebrities are actually famous for anything, except, of course, being on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. And actually, to be honest, at the moment, it's winter. It's COVID time, so we're restricted about meeting indoors. So actually, the whole concept of the show, in my view, is fatally flawed. I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. You're having a laugh. I want to be inside somewhere, not out here. It's freezing. And I'd rather be anywhere, even if it is in a bleak-looking Welsh castle where I'm having a meal of lizard's feet inflicted on me. But actually, this reminds me of the plight of the shepherds when they heard the good news from the angels about the birth of Jesus. They were pretty unknown as well. What's more, they were used to living rough, and I expect they ate a lot of bush tucker type food. While they were guarding the sheep, they no doubt ate meals of sheep's kidneys. Sounds pretty awful if you ask me. And actually, I'm sure they were jolly glad when they heard the news of the angels that they could go somewhere inside, that they could go, even if it was an animal shelter in Bethlehem, where they met the Holy Family. But actually, not only were they able to go inside into a place, they were also able to be insiders in God's plan of salvation. And isn't it great that God's plan of salvation for the whole world was first revealed to some of its poorest and most marginalised citizens at the time? Well, actually, disease is a great leveller, and whether we are wealthy or poor, we all have perhaps more in common with the shepherds than we might think this Christmas. We too are living in a world that is dirty and risky in these COVID times. We too are perhaps spending more time outside than we might like. But actually, we too can be insiders. We can be invited in to God's presence and to know His purposes for the world if we choose to trust in Jesus Christ. Because of Jesus, we can all be loved by the God who created us in the first place, and we can enjoy peace and reconciliation with a great and glorious God who is King of heaven and earth. Now, you might not be famous, and I'm not either, but actually any of us, if we choose to trust to accept God's invitation, any of us can feel our heart warmed, and we can know that we are loved and accepted by God. Now, I don't know about you, I'm a bit cold out here and I want to be inside somewhere with a warm drink. And actually, if we accept God's invitation, we'll be insiders too. Insiders into God's great love and His plan for us. And that feels much better than being outside.